Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Recently I did a video of my top 10 tier 100 battle pass skins, and today we're going to continue that trend with the top 10 tier 1 battle pass skins. Before we start, just remember that this list is very opinionated. It is all my opinion. I know on the last video some of you guys liked the list, some of you guys didn't like the list, but feel free to leave your list in the comments below if you disagree. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, at number 10 we have a skin from a season that a lot of people seem to not like, and that season was Vibin, also known as Chapter 3, Season 3. Say what you will about that season, but you can't deny the battle pass was pretty stacked. Anyway, my number 10 pick is Eevee. Eevee is a really awesome skin. I love the vibes that she gives off, and her color scheme is awesome as well. I really like when red and blue are put together, and the skin puts them together in a very subtle but cool way. That being said, I don't really like either of the Syndicate variations of her skin. They're just not my thing. And I'd say my favorite version is probably the Summer Strider style, which is the blue version of her. But overall, super cool skin. I like it. Coming in at number 9 is a skin that I know a lot of people really love, and I'm probably going to get some hate for putting her so low, but my number 9 is Lynx. Lynx is a super simple but clean skin that was introduced in Chapter 1, Season 7, and I do use her pretty often. Specifically, I use the version without the tail in the all-black style because I think that one's the best. I don't have too much to say about Lynx, honestly. She's a clean skin. She's cool. I know a lot of people love this skin, and I know they're going to get mad at me because I put her so low. But I think she deserves the number 9 spot, and I think there are better skins that take her over a little bit. So that's why she is at number 9. Next is a skin that I recently found in my locker that I had totally forgot about, and now I use her all of the time. At number 8, it's Rox. She was introduced in Season 9 of Chapter 1. She's pretty cool skin, and she's got some cool futuristic vibes going on, and she's customizable. I like to use her with the without the helmet, with the black armor and the blue lights. That's my kit for her. But I also sometimes use the white and orange one because the white suit's pretty cool too. But yeah, she's definitely a cool skin, hidden gem. I'd say I don't see a lot of people using her or talking about her, but if you have her, I'd definitely use her more. I think she doesn't get enough love because she is a super cool skin. Alright, coming in at number 7, we have another skin that I'm probably going to get hate for since I'm putting her so low on the list, but it's Calamity. Calamity was introduced in Season 6 of Chapter 1. I think instantly it became a lot of people's go-to skin, and I do really like this skin. It's really awesome. That's why it's at a higher spot than the previous 3. Yeah, the cowgirl vibes are cool. And the smoke effects that come off of her are really cool as well. I just think she doesn't have quite enough going for her to justify me putting her any higher. But I do still use her a lot, and I'll continue to use her in my presets. And she's a good skin. I just think there are better ones. That's all. Alright, this is where I'm going to get the most hate, I think. Coming in at number 6 is a skin that just came out. Just came out. It's the Machinist. The Machinist was introduced this season, and if you're watching this in the future, then she was released in Season 3 of Chapter 5. I personally think this skin is awesome, maybe the best one in this Battle Pass in general, but I specifically really like the Nitro Flare version of her, which as of recording this I have not unlocked yet, but I will eventually. I can't unlock it yet, it's in the bonus rewards and they're not out yet, so yeah. I see a lot of people comparing this skin to Jules, which I do understand, they do have similar vibes, and Jules is a great skin too. But anyway, I think this skin is awesome. She looks pretty cool, and I'm definitely going to be using her a lot when I get the Nitro Flare style. So that's why she's at number 6. Next, at number 5, we have another really cool skin. It's Charlotte. Charlotte was introduced in Season 8 of Chapter 2 and has been one of my favorite skins ever since. I personally like to use the Enchanted Spirit version of her because I like the look of the skin better in that style, and I like the fact that her eyes are glowing in it. Charlotte's just a super clean skin, and she has an awesome pickaxe as well, but that's not what this list is about, so I won't linger on it. But definitely a cool skin in a great season, by the way. If you've watched my top 10 seasons, you would know I love this season. Definitely a cool skin. I use it a lot, and if you missed out on it, I do feel for you. I missed out on the Sapphire Higiri quest pack, which is the newer version of Charlotte, and I'm punching and kicking myself because it is better. I think the Sapphire Higiri quest pack, I think she looks a little bit cooler in it, but Charlotte's an awesome skin nevertheless, and yeah, that's why she's at number 5. She's at number 5. Alright, at my number 4 spot, we have a skin that I absolutely love. It is Seline. Seline was introduced in Chapter 4, Season 1, and is an absolutely amazing skin in my opinion. I don't know how I managed to get her because I don't even remember playing this season, but apparently I must have for a little bit, and she was the Tier 1, so I must have just had the Battle Pass. But I think her base style is her best one. I'm not a huge fan of like the Moon Glow version, I think it's called. But her base style is super colorful, and she's got all her cool tattoos. I could probably put the skin higher and find a way to justify it. That's just how much I love it. But I think she fits perfectly at the number 4 spot. She's probably one of my most used skins of all time. There's just something about her that's so cool. And yeah, that's why she lands at number 4 for me. Alright, we have made it to the top 3. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the video so far, feel free to leave a like. Or don't. Totally up to you. Also, we are getting very, very close to 100 subscribers. And as you know, I'm doing a giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. I think we're like 8 away right now. So thank you all for all of the support. And by the time I upload this, we might actually be there. Who knows? But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy the videos. And yeah, with that being said, let's continue. Coming in at number 3 is the first skin on this list that I actually don't have, but an awesome skin nonetheless. It's Era. Era was introduced in Chapter 4, Season 3, and she's one of those skins that I wish I could just like get onto my account somehow. Like, not hacking or anything. I'm not going to do that, obviously. I'm not that kind of guy. But if someone could like gift me this skin, for example, which is impossible, but if they could, I would very, very much appreciate that. But it won't ever happen. I'll never get her. I'm sad. But yeah, I just think she's super, super awesome. I love the whole style of this skin, especially with the hat on. And I think it's genuinely one of the best Tier 1 skins they've ever made. Fight me about that opinion, I guess, in the comments. Even if the season she came out in was kind of bad. But yeah, wish I had this skin, and she definitely deserves the number 3 spot for me. Next, at the number 2 spot, is another pretty recent skin. And this one is a good one. It's Hope. Hope was introduced in Season 1 of Chapter 5, and instantly I knew this skin was going to be one of my favorites. There are rare circumstances where you'll use the Tier 1 skin more than any other skin in the Battle Pass, and this was one of those circumstances for me. I would say that her Rebel Runway style is definitely my favorite, but I think all of them are cool. Hope is also kind of becoming the new face of Fortnite instead of Jonesy. I think they're pushing like a new narrative where Hope is like the hero now instead of Jonesy. And that's fine by me, to be honest. I'm probably going to be using this skin for a long time, and it's honestly one of my favorite skins in the entire game. Kind of came out of nowhere, but I guess with a new chapter launching, they were just like, let's give them some good skins, and they did. But yeah, Hope definitely deserves the number 2 spot for me. Alright, the number 1 spot. Now, if you pay attention to my channel picture, or any of my thumbnails that have my character in them, you'll notice that I've borrowed a jacket from someone. And that same someone happens to be my number 1 on this list. And I know that I said at the start that this was just my opinion, but for this spot, it is a fact. The indisputable number 1 Tier 1 skin, with no competition at all, is Drift. Drift was introduced in Season 5 of Chapter 1, and is by far the best Tier 1 skin we have ever seen. The amount of customization options for this skin is insane, and the lightning effects on his last style are amazing. He's just such a cool looking skin, and you can tell the designers put their hearts and souls into this skin. There will never be a day where I look at this skin and I don't think it's awesome, and I don't think any skin will ever beat him out for the number 1 spot, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. If you don't think Drift belongs at number 1, then I don't know what to tell you, because I feel like 99% of you are going to agree that Drift is the best Tier 1 skin we've ever gotten, but I am very interested to see if you guys agree with that or not. In my mind, it's indisputable, like there's no competition. But yeah. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on my list in the comments below, and post your list in the comments if you want as well. But please be somewhat nice to me, because, you know, I do have feelings. But with that being said, thank you for all of the support on the recent videos. You guys are killing it with the comments and the likes and the subs, and I really, really, really appreciate you guys. We've grown really fast, and you might not think that 100 subscribers is a lot, but to me that's a decent margin of people that have just joined to view me in the span of like a month and a half. So pretty crazy. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.